Hi there. I'm wondering if your inbox is anything like mine. It's full of advice in emails telling me how I should be learning a language during this lockdown, how I should, in about 3 minutes, how I should be learning how to breathe and learning techniques that enable me to sit in a nice cold bath for like an hour. Things like learning new skills, making the perfect sourdough. Oh, the list is endless. Oh, become a brilliant marketeer. All of that sort of thing. Anyway, my belief that the most important thing during this time is just keeping your vibe high. And the way that we can do that is by being aware when it doesn't. So self-awareness for me is one of the key tools for personal growth. If we are aware of how we are, how we're showing up, how we're reacting, how we're feeling, we get the chance to make a choice to change it. And if we're not aware of it, then we kind of like are living life in an unconscious way. And that's certainly not going to do for me. I want to keep my vibe high for several reasons. One, because I feel good when I'm happy and energized, and I don't like being in a funk. I don't like being in a state. I'm going to come to the different range of emotions in just a moment. But once we do that, we then get a choice to shift it. Now, our emotions are like an internal sat nav. They're a guide to how we're feeling. And sometimes there's really good reasons based on beliefs and values about how we're feeling and how we're showing up. And sometimes it can be just because of overwhelm or whatever. So the first thing I'm going to say to you guys is watch the way that you're feeling. And one of the really important reasons for that at the moment is because it will boost if you're feeling good, if you're feeling relaxed and happy, you've got a good vibe going, your immune system is going to really recognize that, and it's going to be in a place of growth and repair. The minute you go into overwhelm, feeling crap, miserable, down, upset, fear because of what's going on, then your immune system takes all of its, not all of the energy, but most of the energy from growth and repair, and your whole being, your whole system goes into contraction, where your body's energy is diverted to stave off some sort of threat. But today we don't have lions and tigers, we have a worry about getting ill, or a feeling of being overwhelmed, and everyone in the house getting on our nerves, or whatever the stuff is. Even isolation, those feelings are perceived by the body as a threat. So one of my top tips is self-awareness. And how do we do that? How do we cultivate self-awareness? Well, we can do it through journaling. We can do it right on the spot. If you're feeling okay and suddenly you're feeling pissed off, you're feeling this rise of anxiety or this wanting to snap at somebody, catch it in the minute. I had it the other day when I was on the phone to a service provider, and I could feel this rise. I just wanted to chew someone's head off, And we all get it. And I just made a decision in that moment just to breathe through it. So I did some of the HeartMath breathing, so that lovely even breath, and made a choice to be kind. And when you come from that breath in and out your body, in and out of your heart, you feel different. So journaling, I do the artist way a lot of mornings. Otherwise, I just kind of like journal, because you find that a lot of thoughts and ideas come up during that time, and any stories we might be running about ourselves or the world that we're living in at the moment, and they tend to just appear when we're writing. So that's really good. Any time on your own in a meditative way, even if it's 10 minutes, guys, can just give us that sense of checking in with ourselves, which is, again, a really good thing. So journaling, just taking time out and catching ourselves in the moment, just feeling that sense of just something rising. And the other thing is of course, when we know we're doing something, or we're behaving or feeling things that we don't want to feel. So once we have the self-awareness and we can do it in the moment, or if it's a bigger thing, just take time out to use the many techniques, the breathing techniques, the HeartMath, the havening, we get chance to keep our vibe high. So self-awareness, my top tip.